What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is video number 2 of my car life experience. Now, you probably seen a video or two of where I showed where I was in the car, how I put up the inserts, how I have privacy. And I didn't want to do a lot of those type of videos because every morning is different. But what I can say is my first night, and I know you saw the video, but I'm just recapping just in case if, you're new to this video. My first night being in my vehicle, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. Now, I'm short. And the vehicle that I have is actually small. I missed the Pathfinder that I had, but I couldn't keep that vehicle for different reasons. We don't edit over here, so. But I couldn't keep it because I had to trade it in because of the adult beverage situation with One Fat Frog and getting my food trailer. I still have to do a final video. I'm just waiting on one more email from the court, and then I will proceed with the last and final video, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, let's get back on topic. So let's start with sleeping in your vehicle. Now, some people, they probably say, well, I'm forced to sleep in my vehicle because I got evicted, I lost my house, whatever the reason is, right? Or you moved to another city or state and you couldn't afford the extended stay or the hotel because it costs money. Now, you're probably saying, okay, well, Mico, I have a vehicle, but I have pets and I have kids. I know it's going to be challenging. It was just me, and I thought it was challenging. It was challenging because I have a smaller SUV. I think if I would have had my Pathfinder and it was more of a hybrid, I would have been okay. But because I have a vehicle that's small, it's a little challenging for me. And I'm short, but it's a little challenging for me to be in the back seat because it's tight. I would have to flip the seats down and then lay on top of that with my memory foam to have more space to stretch out. Or I could be in the front seat, let it back, and then I can stretch out a long way. But if I wanted to turn and have my body my legs on the second seat, I can do that. The only issue with it is like when I toss and turn, right? Because I'm trying to get comfortable. There are ways that you can make yourself comfortable. If I can't speak on being tall, so I'm not going to speak on that. I'm only going to speak on my height, which is 5'4", and so from 5 feet to 5'4". I think 5'5" and up, that's when it really gets challenging. So I'm only going to talk about my experience. Now, of course, if I had to do it all over again, and this was my permanent place of living, I would have a bigger vehicle, a bigger SUV or a van or something like that. But because I'm on the road for 90 days to do many projects, I really didn't focus on, okay, well, I had to be comfortable, because I was uncomfortable, right? Because I'm not in my bed, I'm not in my own shower, I have to be in a parking lot. I have to be somewhere where I feel safe. For the people who are out there doing car life, I applaud you. I'm going to give you your flowers right now. I never had to move or live in my vehicle more than one day, like in my life. Now, I've stayed in my vehicle overnight if I had a argument in my relationship and I left the house. I stayed at a hotel, like in the parking lot, put on my visor, and I went to bed. I applaud you. So whether you want to say car life, homeless, whatever you want to say, I applaud you and I give you your flowers now because it's very challenging. I'm doing this by choice. I can continue to still pay rent at an extended stay, but I tried that for 1 year to save money and it didn't work because every time I pay rent and I pay my other bills, I didn't really have nothing left for savings. It's very little because you're trying to make sure all your bills are paid and a roof over your head. And I mean, that's life. Even when you have a house or a condo, it's still the same thing. So what I had to do to make it better for me was to take a step back, be uncomfortable for 90 days, save that money that I'm not spending in rent, put it in a savings account. So by the time my 90 days are up, I can go and get that apartment. I can show that I can pay this rent, right? The rent is only like $1,500 to $1,600. But you have to have some of these apartment complexes, they want 2.5 to 3.5 times the rent. Now where I am is 3 times the rent. But I'm okay with that because I can afford $1,500. If I paid close to $2,000 a month at an extended stay for a whole year, I can pay $1,600 in rent. I'm just keeping it real. But the point I'm making is like you have to figure out what you're going to do. So if you're at the point where, you know what, I'm trying to save money, but every time I try to save money, something is due, something needs to be paid, or a new bill just came up. So how are you going to do it? If you're already working one job and gig work, you're tired. If you're already working 2 full-time jobs, you're tired. If you're already working being a gig driver full-time, you're tired. Now, add that with having a family, being in a relationship, being married, or having pets. I have none of the above. So it's just me. So it's a little easier for me. That's why I'm telling my point of view. It's a little easier for me to do it, to get it done, but you can still use my same, I don't want to say strategies, but you can still use my same point of view or experience to inspire you to be like, okay, you know what? I probably can't do everything Mico is doing because I have a family. I can't get rid of them. I'm married. I can't get a divorce. I'm in a relationship. I can't end that relationship. I have pets. I can't give them away. I have kids. I got to keep them. But what you can do is say, you know what? I like where she's going with this, and I'm going to watch the other videos to see what else she got to say. All right. See you in the next video.